Hi, Adam B. here at the Kraft Music Gallery, and today I'm particularly excited to be here with the Yamaha AvantGrand NU1Xa hybrid piano. It's hybrid and it has the action of an acoustic piano, but the sound source is digital and it's fantastic. NU1Xa has two fantastic grand piano samples. There's a CFX grand piano, that's Yamaha's acoustic grand piano, and it also features a Bosendorfer grand piano sample. What you're going to get out of the CFX is the very best of a bright grand piano sample, and out of that Bosendorfer, the very best of a dark grand piano sample, and they're fantastic. Beyond the CFX and the Bosendorfer, you're going to find a variety of other piano samples, electric piano samples, some layers where it's piano and strings at the same time, another layer where it's an acoustic piano and an electric piano at the same time, in addition to some strings and some organs. NU1Xa features the key action of an acoustic piano, and it's extremely authentic. To further complement your playing style, there are 6 different velocity settings you can choose within the piano. Whether you're real heavy-handed or real light to the touch, or you like it right in the middle, there's a setting just for you. I'd also like to tell you about the speaker system on NU1Xa because it's truly unique. On a lot of digital pianos, the speakers are facing you, so the sound is immediate, it's bright, and it's right in front of you, and it's really good. NU1Xa does something really unique and really special. First of all, there's 4 speakers inside. Down below, covering the lower frequencies, are 2 16-centimeter woofers, and those are pointed upwards in the cabinet of the instrument. So the sound is in the cabinet, it's allowed to develop and become bigger and bolder before it finally leaves the instrument, coming out from the front and also out of the speaker ports out the back. So sound is coming from a lot of different places and it has evolved into a deeper, richer tone. That's not all. There's also 2 tweeters inside. Those are also pointed upwards. They're pointed upwards and you've got a horn that is receiving that sound, and the horn is further delivering the sound forward and backwards, and that's in 2 locations. So you've got sound coming at you from every which way. All of this contributes to the authentic experience you're going to have while seated at the NU1Xa. As you know, you can connect a pair of headphones to your digital piano and practice in private. Yamaha's done something truly remarkable that they refer to as binaural sampling. What does this mean? Well, it pertains specifically to the CFX grand piano sample and the Bosendorfer grand piano sample. And when you pop on your headphones, it's like you're right there. The way that they record these samples specifically for use with headphones is truly remarkable, and you're going to love it. On the lower right-hand side of the piano, you're going to find a USB to host port. This is for connecting to your home computer. You're going to find an 1/8 inch or 3.5 millimeter input. Maybe you've got some pre-recorded music you'd like to pipe through the piano speaker system. That's what that port is for. Next to that are 2 1/4 inch outputs. That's left and right. So if you're going to connect to some other speaker system, that's what you'd use those ports for. Additionally, you're going to find a traditional 5-pin MIDI in and MIDI out. So if you can integrate with some vintage synthesizers or drum machines or what have you, that's what those ports are for. NU1Xa has a hard closing key cover, a music rest, and it comes with a matching bench. NU1Xa has a really cool tool built in called Piano Room, and Piano Room is going to allow you to custom tailor not only the sound of the instrument, but also the feel of the keys to your liking. Let's take a closer look at the panel and all the features and sounds available on the NU1Xa. To access the control panel, all you need to do is touch it and it illuminates. Look at that. Let's scroll through some of the tones in the NU1Xa. We're going to start with the CFX Grand. That's its default patch. That's what comes up when you first turn the instrument on. Let's take a listen. It's so beautiful the way that tone dissipates. It just goes on and on and on. It's still ringing, just like it would on an acoustic piano. That's wonderful. That's the CFX. Let's listen to the Bosendorfer. That's the next patch. Well, I can already tell it's a bit darker. That's the best of a dark grand piano right there, the Bosendorfer. A-B those. Here's that CFX again. Right, it's a bit of a brighter tone. Back to the Bosendorfer, a little bit darker tone. The beautiful decay and a beautiful high register. What have we got next? A studio grand. Ballad grand. Another darker. Listen to that low end. It's deep and it's rich. Absolutely beautiful, and with its long decay, just like all the other piano samples. What else have we got? A pop grand. My guess is it's going to be a brighter one. Pop grand. All right. We got an upright piano. That sure does sound like an upright. I would know, I've got one. Next, Scarlatti piano. Mozart piano. Similar to the last one, less of a harpsichord tone, a little bit more of a piano tone. We had Mozart's piano, here's Beethoven's piano. Chopin's piano, all right. And now we're on to the electric pianos. That is a very nice Tynes piano patch. Very authentic. DX, 80s tone. That is definitely that DX tone. Vintage EP. This is going to be like a reed piano. Soft EP. Those are some beautiful electric pianos. What else have we got in here? Piano and strings. Beautiful piano and strings right there. Piano and pad. That pad is such a nice complement to this piano tone. It's not overpowering, it's just nicely positioned just below the piano sample. You hear that in the background? Piano and DX, so two pianos stacked, an acoustic piano and a DX piano. So those are all of the piano sounds that I wanted to show you on NU1Xa. You'll see here that there are some others. There's a variety of church organs. There's a jazz organ in here. You've got some harpsichords, some vibraphones, marimba, harp, and strings. And all of the sounds in NU1Xa are truly fantastic. So that is the sound set on Yamaha AvantGrand NU1Xa. Now let's take a look at Piano Room and some of the things we can do to sculpt our grand piano tone. Within Piano Room, there's lots of things I can do to manipulate the tone of the instrument. For example, right here, the lid, whether it's up or down, a virtual lid, of course, because the lid on NU1Xa does not open. Right now it's fully open, but I can lower it half or closed all the way. Listen to how the tone changes as I open it up. Right now, lid is closed. Dark, rich tone, right? Let's raise that lid half. Slightly brighter, right? Let's go fully open. Fully open. Can you hear that tone change as I move the lid? So that's one of the features, the lid position. Next would be the brightness. On an acoustic piano, you'd be talking about how hard the hammers are. Harder the hammer, brighter your piano is. So right here, we can go all the way up to 10. This would be the brightest we can achieve. I can lower that. Let's take it all the way down. So far we've looked at really two ways of controlling brightness, right? Lid open makes it brighter or darker if you close the lid. And then you've got brightness, which is essentially hammer hardness. So there's two different points of brightness you can deal with there. Other features within Piano Room, the touch. So you might be really heavy-handed when you play. You might be really soft to the touch when you play. You might be accustomed to a piano that has a light touch. You might be accustomed to a piano that has a heavier touch. And with these adjustments here, what it does is it changes how the piano reacts to your playing. So that's a pretty cool feature. And there's 6 different touch settings in there. Reverb. What kind of virtual room are we in? Are we in a chamber? Are we in a concert? Are we in a cathedral? Let's go to a cathedral. So now I've picked the virtual location of our reverb. And next I can choose how much reverb do I want, right? So 0 is going to be none. It goes all the way up to 40. So this is going to be a ginormous reverb. And of course, just like with all the parameters, you can go anywhere in between. Right there it's 0 and 40, so we'll go at 15, you get a little less reverb. But let's go back and listen to some of these other reverbs. So that was a cathedral. How about a concert? So how deep do we want our reverb? Let's take it up to 20. Let's take it up to 26. What I noticed, despite the depth that I choose, it's not as long of a reverb as when we were in cathedral. So that's what you'll notice when you bounce from one reverb type to the next, is there's different characteristics about the reverb that'll change, and then depth is really how much reverb do you want. So for example here, it's a shorter reverb than the last one, but I can saturate it all the way up to 40. And let's listen to how that is different when we compare that to some of the other reverbs here. Whoops. There we go. Concert. Let's listen to the plate reverb. Do you hear those differences? I hear them here. It's pretty well maxed out. Bring it back a little bit. Of course, if you don't want any reverb and you just want to hear what the piano sounds like in your room, you would just roll that all the way to 0. See, now you don't hear any of that virtual reverberation. But in your living room or wherever you have the piano, you'll hear the natural reverberation of your room. But reverb sure is a nice enhancement. Moving on from there, we've got master tuning. Perhaps you have some friends over to play with, or you're working to learn a tune with a record, and maybe it's out of pitch a little bit. Well, you can adjust the tuning of the instrument. The instrument's going to ship to you tuned to standard 440, and that's where it's at now. But you can tune the piano to anything. Moving forward, VRM, that's for virtual resonance modeling. It defaults to on, and that's good. We want it to be on because it's on, so these next few features I can access. And these next few are things that genuinely change the tone of my instrument. I can really customize it to achieve exactly the piano tone I'm looking for by damper resonance, damper noise, string resonance, duplex scale resonance, body resonance, grand expression, dynamic, your half pedaling, and those are all the features within Piano Room here on the NU1Xa. Some other features you're going to find on the piano here, you can record yourself playing and listen to the playback. You can record audio to a flash drive as well. There is a built-in metronome, help you with your timekeeping, of course, and of course you'll have control over your tempo and how many beats per bar. And that is the ins and outs of the display panel on the AvantGrand NU1X. NU1Xa is equipped with Bluetooth, and there's 2 different ways you might use that. Way number 1 is audio over Bluetooth. Audio doesn't come out of the piano into your Bluetooth speakers or headphones. That's not a thing. Audio goes into the piano. So if you've got maybe your favorite songs in your playlist on your tablet and you want to play them through the piano speakers, this piano's Bluetooth receives audio. So you can use the piano as a Bluetooth speaker. Pretty cool. You can also use Bluetooth to interact with Yamaha Smart Pianist app. This app allows you to interact with the various features and functions of the NU1Xa. For more information on Yamaha's Smart Pianist app, be sure to take a look at our video demo. So that's the Yamaha AvantGrand NU1Xa hybrid piano. Once again, I'm Adam B. here at the Kraft Music Gallery. Any questions about this model or any of the models that we carry, we hope that you'll reach out and contact us. Thank you.